Hello and welcome back to Zinkgat. As a Dutchman, I wanted to challenge myself and do a Dutch build in Cities Skylines. And this would be the third episode of the series. Last episode I took some inspiration on an old harbour area in Vlissingen, and during this episode we will continue working around that area. But before we finish the harbour area, I wanted to start working on a typical Dutch dike and put in a small area of housing and commercial between the dike and the old harbour. The area is still a bit inspired by Vlissingen, but I think it's not as close as the last time. But I hope the dike area shows the most of the influence it had on Vlissingen. And between all the plopping and PO work we can expect some heavy detailing to make it look as realistic as possible. I hope we can finish this area in a few episodes so we can create a connection to the highway and see all the Sims moving. And I can't wait for that moment, to be honest. But before we get deeper into the build, let me know in the comments, how did you find my channel? Or how long are you subscribed? And I can't wait to read all your stories. And don't forget to hit the like button while you're there. As you can see, I did some terrain work to get the dike in place. And I'm using the blank roads for this, so I can use IMT to get all the lines, fillers and decals set up in a way that actually looks like a Dutch road. I used the blank road with a two-way for normal traffic, a two-way bike lane and a divider which I used with a raised grass area. This would keep the bicycles safe from some reckless drivers. I also like that you can use IMT to add some cracks to the filler so it looks a bit older. And after this first piece is done, I copied the settings to all the rest of the road. To make sure the dike would hold in the case of a storm, I wanted to add a concrete wall. I used the concrete slope for it and used parallel road tool function in network multi-tool for that. I also added a terraforming network to get rid of the overlapping terrain and added a nice path for people to have a nice walk along the river. And who wouldn't like that? For separation between the path and the road, I added a planter network and some small trees to liven it up. And I love the end result. To make sure the Sims can reach the path along the river, I needed to add a crossing. So I added some extra nodes in the road and the path and deleted a piece of the planters. After that some IMT magic, some PO work for the stairs, and in the end a great result and a safe place for peoples to cross. And just a quick warning, there will be a lot of stairs this episode. And this is the first. Let's see if you can see how many stairs you count in the area we built today. Let me know in the comments how many you counted. first buildings. And adding these will help with the area to come alive. I wanted some higher dense mid-rise buildings here. It's something you would see more often here in the Netherlands. For project developers, it's a great opportunity to create a lot of living space in a wanted area, so there would be more profits. And to work with the terrain height difference, I added the same buildings on the back to make it look it was one big building. And with a little bit of move it just looks like one building, right? After adding some more stairs, time to move on. And are you still counting those stairs? The second building took a bit more time to get right. I needed some PO and patience to get this right. Because of the balconies on the sides of the building, it was harder to get them right while working with the terrain height difference. How did you like adding all these details and vegetation to the area? Made it look good, right? As you can see, time to add some more buildings to the dike. A dike is a structure used to keep the course of the river from changing and to protect against flooding of the area adjoining the river or coast. It's usually earthen and often runs parallel to the course of a river in its floodplain or along low-lying coastlines. But in this case it has some concrete fortification and it lies next to a river. To add some sort of restaurant close to the old harbor. It would be a lovely place to eat something and enjoy the surroundings of the old part of town. So let's build it. The next part of the episode will be about placing, deleting, shifting, changing and detailing some buildings to fill the area. I recorded a lot for this part, but I managed to select the best parts to show in this video. So sit back, count the stairs and enjoy the ride. And we are getting close to the end of this episode, but not before some cinematics, so make sure to stay a bit longer. I'd like to thank you all for watching. Unfortunately, modded Cities Skylines 1 content isn't getting the best views at the moment. For some reason YouTube doesn't like it, but maybe you can help with that through some engagement on this video. And if you want to help with that, please hit the like button. And if you don't want to miss out, consider subscribing to the channel. Leaving a comment helps as well, so thanks in advance for that all. Last call before I leave you with the cinematics. It will be a community-driven series, so all tips and ideas are welcome. Leave them in the comments or join my Discord server for that. I already have a load of ideas in my head, so no worries. As long as the game is fine, I will be putting out some new episodes. So for now, again, thanks for watching and I hope to see you on the next one. Bye!